Hey guys, and welcome back to Apollyon single/server player series, day 19. I ran into a few problems. So, the tree farm I had to expand because it just wasn't keeping up. Well, I ran into problems once I expanded it because it took too long for it to get all the way back here. So I added a second one of these over here, a second cargo manager, so it would dump all its items when it got to over here. Well, that seemed okay, and it was working okay, and then when I went to look at it today, I had filled up everything with the saplings, which wasn't a terrible thing, but because I had the extra utilities pipes down there pulling it out, the transfer pipes, these guys, because I had these pulling it out, it ended up filling this and the hopper with a whole bunch of saplings, and my boiler shut down and I had to go refill the refined firestone thing, and so this is where I am now, but it looks like it's still not quite keeping up. So I have a few different options I can do, but because I'm already working with the Minefactory Reloaded stuff, I decided that I'm going to try and use some of this stuff. It's sewage from installing those down there. I'm just piping it into these tanks around here just to see how much I was getting. And you can take this sewage and turn it into fertilizer and use that on a tree farm. And I saw some videos showing jungle wood as a pretty good source because it takes a 4x4 block and then you only use one fertilizer to make it grow, and then it'll grow a pretty tall thing and it chops it down really quick. So I'm going to test that out. I was going to test it out in my single player world, but for whatever reason it crashed and I lost everything on that, so I'm just going to try it here. Why not, right? You can also see that I got rid of the pens and stuff that I had, and I just put everything in here. I think that I'm going to kind of shrink this down to just two cows and 4 pigs, because the pigs actually produce more sewage. And then I might, I think I'll just leave the 6 or 7 the sheep in there. But so let me get some things put together, and I will be right back. While I was flying around just looking at stuff, I noticed that this village got kind of annihilated. You could see, like, for whatever reason, the world gen did like a weird pathing thing through here, so it's like it kind of put a desert in the middle of it. But I didn't know that villagers would actually have a forge, whatever these things are called, the Tinker's Construct stuff. So that was kind of a neat find. So I guess you could keep your eye out for that kind of stuff, and maybe you guys run into some of those things too. But I did find the trees that I'm looking for. See these big huge trees, hopefully they will, I can get a bunch of saplings from them, and I should have brought my axe with me, but I'm going to sit here and cut down these trees and try and get 4 saplings to try and grow a bunch of them. So I will be right back. Before I started working on this, I made sure that the jungle wood was actually going to get converted here. So it looks like jungle wood is working to do this. So I'm going to go set up. I got 8 saplings. I didn't wait the whole time for the thing to finish, but I decided to just go with 8 for now. I think that it is. There is like you can use the fertilizer and it'll automatically fertilize it. And then I need the planter. You put underneath it and it'll plant all 4 of them. I think it'll plant the same 5x5 section, and you might be able to put these upgrades in it. So I think I'm actually going to probably do a 8 by 8 area, so it does 2 trees, or 2 sets of trees, so I might put in some of these upgrades. But I haven't decided where I'm going to put it yet, but let me figure that out, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to first make the planter. The planter goes underneath, so you're going to need 1 piston. You're going to need some factory machine blocks like you've seen yet last time, and then some raw plastic, and then you'll get this planter. Oops. The other thing you need to make is these flower pots, and the flower pot is just 3 bricks, like in a bucket shape. Pretty obvious. So the next one I want to make is this harvester, which is going to collect all the leaves and chop down the trees. I'm not sure. I'm kind of nervous it's not going to give me back the trees, but I'm assuming that that's going to happen, so we'll see. So that's, I already made these shears, but now I need to make the axe. The golden axe is just like a normal axe pattern. And so you take the 3 things, take your axe, this guy, and then I need one of these to go right here. So then now we have our harvester. So we have our planter, our harvester, and now I need the fertilizer. Fertilizer is just the plastic plates and then the this pattern. You have 2 leather, 1 glass bottle. Oh, I need some more sheets. Okay, so these are all going to require power, so I'll do that when I'm out here. You can use your saws to make micro parts of the glowstone. So I made glowstone strips to follow our path. It actually works out pretty well, so I can get rid of a lot of the torches. So I think I'm going to do this type of pattern. I'm not sure I need to have. I'm hoping that it does a 5x5 so I can get 4 trees out of it in one go. And I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put the cutter here, the fertilizer here, and then underneath this one I'll put the planter or whatever. And then I need to convert this sewage. I forgot to make that part. Okay, so that one is also going to require power. So let me grab some power cable, some redstone energy conduit. I need full. That's probably not going to be enough. So let me stick 64 of them, and I'm running out of redstone. Alright, so right in here, and then so that's going to make some of that for me. But between yesterday and today, I went through and found where I just kind of ran straight over, and this is like it comes out. So let me hook. Well, actually, I'm not going to hook the power up quite yet, but I'm going to run it this way. I'm nervous about plugging the power in because I think it's going to kill everybody and start feeding stuff. So like this one, I already set it up to get carrots and seeds and wheat. I'm going to need to use I ran another line for how I want to run some stuff over there too, so we'll see how that goes. And then I have to run power to the middle one. No, I think that's the sewer. I don't know. It might be the chronotyper. I was saying chronographer yesterday, and I was totally off. So, all right, let's. So that doohickey in there is the chronotyper, I think. Anyhow, all right. So I'm going to dig down here and put the planter down. Alright, so I think that is going to plant things in that way. So once I get that thing power, it should plant it everywhere. I don't really want it to plant in the center, but it's... I don't know. See, now I'm not sure if this is just going to do the 3x3 or if it's just going to try and plant in every like quadrant, because it's like that doesn't make sense. It seems like it would just be these 6 or 9 rather. So I guess we'll see how it plants them. Then I want to make this the harvester is going right here, facing that way, and then the fertilizer, I'm going to actually put the fertilizer over here just to make it symmetrical. Alright, so the fertilizer is going to be here. So now I need to convert the raw sewage into fertilizer, and that's also going to require power. And you need to have, I think I'm just going to have a barrel. I think I'm going to have a barrel set up for it. And then a hopper on that too. So impulse item ducts. I'm going to grab a few of those. Let's grab a half a stack. Actually, let me just grab the whole stack because I think I'm going to need to run all those other ones too. So now I want to make the... See, that's a chronotyper. I wasn't reading. The composter. So a composter is 2 pistons, a furnace, and then the plastic sheets on top with the Minefactory. So I still have the pistons in here. So 2 pistons, and I think I have enough plastic. Oh no, I have 1 plastic sheet. So 2 pistons. I grab some more plastic sheets and go. And then the thing in the middle was what? A furnace. I'm sure I have an extra one somewhere. Ooh, I have a hopper. Furnace. Well, I'll just make one. Don't shift click, don't shift click, don't shift click. Good job. Alright, so now, oops, this one. The furnace. So now I have the composter, and a composter will just take in, like I said, the materials and spit it out. So I do have a large hopper, so that works. Okay, so let me sleep real quick. So what I'm going to do is put the hopper on top. You've seen me do it 100 times. I'm just going to put the hopper on top and then feed the fertilizer into it so that it'll have a back supply of fertilizer if it needs it. Oh boy. That guy's all sorts of confused. I'm not sure if that little thing is kind of like a fence to them. Okay, so this is the fertilizer. I'm going to have a hopper on top of it, and then I'm going to put it so I can see it. There we go. So I should be able to see that. Yep. Oh boy. I don't know where that went. Okay. So I should be able to now, because this guy's going to need power anyway. It might even output into it. I'm not 100% sure where this outputs. So I need to run the fluid duct, which I didn't grab. Of course not. Alright, so let me pick this up. I'm going to put them right here. So, fluid duct. Well, okay, so I'll run this once he gets power up this way. No, I don't like that, because it's the front of it. I'm going to have to go up and over. Alright, so I'm going to go like this. Alright, so that's how that's going to go. It's ugly, but what can you do? And I think that you don't even actually need because these will auto eject, so as long as you have the direction picked, it'll just do it. So that'll hopefully take care of that. So I need to run this. I'm going to run it into this, so I need to go get some, let me go get it real quick. Some fluiduct, which I have a ton of. So while I was in there, I grabbed, or I made a pneumatic servo. So what you're going to need to do is connect a fluiduct here. You're going to have to, well, not you, I have to connect a fluiduct. And then I have to point it out, and then I have to install that servo. So I can automatically eject it. So now it's pumping out of my thing there. I am going to get out of the hole, but remove that now. Alright, now, oops, no, fluiduct. So I'm going to connect it here, here, and then here. So now this should be full of sewage. I used quite a bit. So this should all be connected. Okay, so now I just need to run power. So I'm going to just do that right next to it, I guess. I'm going to run it right there, right there, right here. Oof. Hey, this is where I got all that lava from. I totally forgot this was here. Now I got a nerd pull back out. Alrighty. Now I guess I'm gonna run it into the middle because that's where the other one is. So let me get some of this squared away and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm gonna get to the small places. I'm gonna auto fill this. I grabbed the 3 transfer nodes that I need. I'm going to do some tricky footwork here. So this one is seeds. So seeds, potatoes I don't need. There, so wheat I need, carrots I need. So wheat. Carrots. Yeah, and then I need one of these here, but I don't want it to connect, so I'm going to do this. Then I need seeds. So now I'm going to need to run this way. This couldn't be any worse. I'm probably gonna need a speed upgrade. Actually I probably won't. So now I just run it. Oops. Right in here. I guess I can hide most of this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to need power to go down here and then up. So I want this one to go over and up. So let's see, take these out of here. Good news, you can cut the clear glass into panels, so I'm going to do that and then just get one. Well, I might as well just do all of them into panels. So, you got clear glass covers, which is kind of cool. I didn't think that was going to work. Every time. Alright, so put that back, and then I'll jump in there. And then I'm going to cover all 3 of these from both sides. I'm still in flighty, cheaty form, but whatever. Get out of the hole. Well, it doesn't quite look perfect, but I don't think you can connect. I don't think multi-parts can have connected textures, but at least it'll keep them from getting out that hole. Okay, so there is that. Now I'm going to run the power. There's that. So these all should be getting sheared. Yeah, you can see it. Oh, it's going to spit the items out. Oh no. I forgot that I had it set up that way. Huh. Okay, so that is definitely pointing the wrong way. Okay, so now it's pointing the right way. So you'll notice that there is some experience getting created. See, this is the wrong way. This chronotyper is backwards. So now it should suck the little guys out into the other. There it goes. Okay, so these guys will be left to breed and do their thing. So what I'm going to do real quick is throw the chicken back in here. And I want a couple more pigs in there. Because the pigs create more of the sewage, so I want them to... I want 4 of them in here. Okay, so now that that is set up, I'm gonna fix these. I don't like how I did that, so I'm gonna run them into the. I'm gonna run the power into the side there, and then the items out the bottom, like I just did. So let me fix that up. All right, so, oops, there's my barrels. Okay, so now with these barrels, because I'm gonna get a lot of stuff here, so I'm gonna get eggs from this eventually. I'm going to get leather, cow, beef, and pork, and chicken from this. So that's 4 things. And then wool. So 5. I'm going to need 5 barrels here. Let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Disconnect this. So now that should be all the different things I get here. I'm not 100% sure what else I'll get. This one is going to be... Pretty sure I'm going to get the saplings. I'm going to put the saplings on this side. And then the wood... No, the leaves. And then maybe the wood. So I need another item duct. And then I'll put that here. And then I need to go down a little bit and put the... Oops. I need to put this on here so that it'll pull it out, and then I'm going to upgrade it with the same upgrades the other one has. Yes, because that's what I wanted to do. Alright, so now it's going to pull everything out of there. Oh. Nope. So it'll pull it out as quickly as it can with the mining upgrade, and then it'll put it in there as fast as it can. So I think that is good for now. I'm actually going to put this on the other side because I don't like the way it looks now. And then if we need more, I'll figure that out when it happens. But for right now, I think that there's only 3 things that are going to come out of this, because I don't think the jungle wood will create apples like the other one did, which is kind of a bummer. But if it creates them that much more, then that's fine. I'm also going to need to put some... I'm definitely going to need to put a servo in this one to prevent anything other than wood to go in, so that it only pulls wood in there. And then I don't think I need a servo in this because it should automatically output. So now we just need to dig down here and power these things. So I'm going to run the power along this path, and then I'm going to run... Oops, I didn't want to do that. Shoot. Okay, so I want this to go there. And then I'm going to put the saplings in here and then use one of the other transfer nodes, or transfer, what were they? transfer node. I'm going to use the other transfer node to pull out of here and shove the saplings into here. So that should keep them full. So let me set all this stuff up. Yeah, so once I got everything hooked up, that's what happened. So you can see that it tried to plant it in that 9x9 section that I was talking about. So I'm definitely going to need to make the upgrade for that guy so that I can get him to be where I want him to be. I might actually need to upgrade this one too, because it doesn't look like he's even reaching it. So let me see what those upgrades are. Let's go with, so you have, okay, see, there's not much to them. So I'm going to say increase radius. Right, let me sleep through the night here, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, there's one last thing I'm going to do before I wrap things up, and it is the vacuum hopper. I already made it a while back, but what you can do with a vacuum hopper is you can suck up items that drop on the ground, so such as eggs and other things. Let me grab. I made a whole bunch of the open blocks. I think I put them in here. Tanks. So I'm just gonna grab the whole thing. I've kind of set up this to, it's kind of a weird setup, but I'm going to use it to kind of, I don't know, house a lot of the liquids I'm getting just around here. I don't really know why I want to do it that way, but I'm going to do it that way. So basically, I'm going to come this way, because I want to come down here. I need to do both the item pipe and, okay, so the vacuum hopper is going to go in here. And you're going to see it immediately start sucking up items. Oh, but it also sucks up experience. So I think it should anyway. It might be a little too far away. Oh, you can hear that going. So it didn't actually work to use the, oh, it's noisy. It didn't actually work to use the jungle wood. So what I did was I just put some oak saplings in there, and it kind of works a little bit. I made some upgrades, so a quartz upgrade, which is a pretty big upgrade, and that seemed to like fix some of the stuff. So if you look at the upgrade, the quartz upgrade is a pretty high up there one, and it's a relatively simple recipe because it's just all the nether quartz. So I made 2 of these, or I don't remember if I put one in the other one. So like, so I'm still having issues. Like, I don't understand why it's not grabbing those ones, and like it seems to use this every once in a while. So I don't know. I'm just gonna assume it's working for right now, and hope for the best. So this vacuum hopper is not working though. Something is up with this. Unless it just doesn't, because it doesn't have anywhere to output it. So let's set it up so that, so it's got eggs in it. So let's get rid of that. You can set it to output items on a side. You left click the slide to select it, and then you right click to right click and hold to move it. So I'm going to have it output items on the top, and then output XP on the side. See, now it's picking up XP. So I'm going to break this, or both of them, and connect some fluid duct to here. So now it'll pick up all of that. I need to drop down there and get that. Oh, it sucked into the hopper. Alright, so Let me get out of here real quick. So I might, I don't know for sure if I'm going to, but I might put another one in each one of these, but for now I'm just going to run the fluid duct and item duct down the side here and just kind of run with it for now. Alright, so now it'll dump a whole bunch of items down here when it picks them up. Mostly it's just going to be the eggs. But now you can see I can easily set that up in each one of these. But I just wanted to make sure I did that before I was done, so that you could see it's draining XP and the other stuff, and I think we're good. I can actually... Let's do... Well, I'll clean some of this stuff up between today and tomorrow. I also need another... I will need another barrel because I forgot about feathers. This is Apollyon saying, see you tomorrow.